Very much. I love my job, you know.
I love my
You
job.
love your job?
Yes, but apparently 1 in 5 people are really unhappy with their jobs. So it's now the time to change.
Do you think Simon loves his job?
I think well, there are 3 of us here.
Yeah, 3 of
Carol
us.
clearly loves her job.
Somebody in the studio. Mary on camera 3, you happy? Yes?
Big thumbs up.
Statistically, one of us isn't, because 1 in 5 of us are unhappy in our job. And if given a chance to start all over again, around half of us would actually change career. According to a survey of more than 1,000 adults that looked at job satisfaction, civil servants were found to be the least happy. Around 45% of them weren't content with their roles. Also, bottom of the list were receptionists and secretaries and retail assistants. They were less satisfied with their jobs than other professionals. At the other end of the scale, though, healthcare professionals, scientists and teachers top the poll for those with the highest job satisfaction. Well, Rob Yeung is a business psychologist from Talent Space. Good morning to you, Rob.
Good morning.
Is there something about those jobs, civil servants, why are they so miserable, for example?
I think that there are 2 main factors that determine how happy people are in their work. One of them is latitude to make decisions, so a feeling of autonomy. And you can understand that in the civil service, you've got very tight rules governing exactly what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. So that will make people unhappy.
And you're a massive, small cog in a massive machine.
Exactly. And also there's something about the level of meaning that you imbue in your work. So I think health workers came out very high because they can physically see people healing, they can see people walking for the first time, whereas in the civil service, it's very difficult to say that, you know, your daily job is making a direct impact on people.
Does it actually dictate how good at your job you actually are, how happy you are doing it?
Very much so. There's great research that says that people who are happy in their work actually tend to rise more quickly and also, more importantly, earn more in their organisations than those who are unhappy. So people who go into an occupation thinking, you know, I'll do this, I'll stick it out because I'll get rich, typically don't, because it's the people who love doing what they do that actually make all the dosh.
I think many people watching will have that exact experience. I only meant to do this for a couple of years and here I am 15 years later still doing it. That's the problem. What do you do about it? You're not actually suggesting with 2.5 million people unemployed, you tear up, you go and ask for your P45 and go and start all over again.
No, certainly not. And there's a big movement called job crafting or job shaping, which is saying that you can tinker with the duties that you have in your work. So if there are parts of your job that you really enjoy, for example, working with customers or dealing with technology or whatever it might be, then increase those and try and hand off some of the little bits that you don't enjoy so much to some of your colleagues who may actually enjoy them. So if you don't like numbers, someone else may do.
So find the bits you like doing, try and do more of that and do less of the bits that you don't like. OK. Listen, if you don't like your job, there's plenty of other people who'll do them for you, me included.
I've noticed. Don't you worry. I love my job.
OK. Rob,
He was
thanks
rather
very much
good as well, actually, I have to say, when he was sitting in your
I've got very sharp elbows. Don't you worry.
He's been here for 10 years. He's not going to be leaving this sofa yet.
Still to come. He was one of the biggest stars of the